In the 1970s, he was considered one of the most fearsome heavyweights in the history of the sport.
Right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier!
Her quick demolitions of fellow greats Joe Frazier and Ken Norton have been nothing short of stunning.
Fighting all contenders, I don't care how they're rated or whatever, I'll just fight them.
After Foreman lost his match against Jimmy Young in 1977, he hung up his boxing gloves and stepped away from the ring for the next 10 years.
All I can remember that night is I was tired.
In the second half of the 80s, Mike Tyson dominated the heavyweight division, showcasing a combination of speed and punching power never seen before.
But when they land, they're so precise, I can't help.
In 1986, at just 20 years old, Iron Mike became the youngest boxer to win the heavyweight title.
It's over. That's all.
1987, at 38 years old, George Foreman made his return to the ring for another fight.
I think people would give their eyepiece to see George Foreman fight Mike Tyson.
Foreman proved that he still had immense power in his fists.
Do you believe, despite the obstacles, that ultimately the fight with Mike Tyson will...
Press subscribe to Boxing Extra to watch the story of a fight that never happened. In October 1968, Foreman claimed the gold medal in the heavyweight boxing division at the Olympics in Mexico City.
When I got a chance to really go to the Olympics, I knew then that I was the prime representative of the American team.
Standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing 220 pounds, he turned professional, dominating opponents with his sheer power.
I just had very tough opposition because each fight has been with an individual that had far greater experience.
In 1969, his first year as a pro, he fought 13 times, winning 11 of those by knockout. On January 22nd, 1973, in Kingston, Big George knocked Razor down 6 times in just 2 rounds before the fight was stopped. Foreman held the championship for 18 months until he was defeated in the legendary Rumble in the Jungle by the superstar Muhammad Ali. After Foreman lost his next match against Jimmy Young on March 17, 1977, he hung up his boxing gloves and stepped away from the ring for the next 10 years.
He was beaten mentally more than physically.
His reign of terror began in 1985, marked by a series of nearly uninterrupted victories and technical knockouts.
He had no base, he had no focus.
In his first year as a pro, Mike Tyson knocked out all 15 of his opponents, 11 of them in the first round. By 1986, Tyson had become a rising star in the heavyweight division, eager to build on his success from the previous year. On November 22, 1986, Tyson made history by becoming the youngest heavyweight champion ever, blasting through the experienced Trevor Berbick, a Jamaican fighter who was considered the prodigy's toughest opponent.
So precise, I just can't help it who you are. You have to go down.
19 years of age. Longest one.
In March 1987, Tyson won the WBA title by defeating Bone Crusher Smith, then went on to beat Tony Tucker for the IBF belt.